Hey everybody, what's up? Jess here with my sidekick,
Amanda!
Welcome to another segment of Webster Wednesday where we identify, define, and talk about words, lingo, and phrases common amongst those in the LGBTQ plus community. Last week we talked about equality. If you have not gotten a chance to watch that video, please stop by our channel and give it a view. But for now, we're going to dive into a new topic. So the focus for this week is
Family
family of choice. All right, Manda, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
What would you say you value most in life?
Family.
Family. That is an excellent answer. And it happens to be the answer that many people give. It's definitely the top of the list. When you ask someone what's really important to you, people say family. It doesn't matter how dysfunctional the family is. It doesn't matter how dysfunctional the family is. People still value their family. And why do you think that is? Why do you think family's so important to people?
It's all they got sometimes.
It's all they got?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so it's become kind of like automatic. It's like people feel that regardless, they have to stand by their family. There's this expression, blood is thicker than water. And that always meant that no matter what, you stick by your family. And through abuse, through violence, through whatever the case may be, you stick by them. And that's really unhealthy and very toxic. And so over time, family of choice has kind of been something that has evolved. Not just for those of us in the LGBTQ plus community, but lots of other people. If you have family members in your life that do you more harm than good, then it's okay to set boundaries or even have to walk away and create a family of choice.
Or move another state and just have new parents.
Which is an example of choosing your own family. Now, it can be a rather complicated thing, you know. How do I say?
Okay, so like, because you have church families. And it's like, if you're a child, you go to youth group, and you end up growing up with these people, and they become like cousins or sisters to you. But then, like, in the community, in drag, they're all, family.
Mm-hmm.
To me, my roommates are my family. So it's just kind of like that. It's, they're not in my blood family, but to me, they're better than blood family.
Yeah. And it doesn't necessarily mean that when you create your own family of choice that you don't have a relationship with your biological family. What we know is that there are a lot of different ways people respond to hearing the news that their loved one is a member of the LGBTQ plus community, right? So for some, you have a person that completely rejects, abandons, disowns their family member, asking them to leave the only home they've ever known and leaving them feeling very isolated. What's another way that a family member might respond to someone coming out?
Basically as, are you sure? Are you sure you are? Are you sure you don't want to be with someone of the opposite sex? So I'll never get grandchildren now? Oh, but what would your siblings say? What am I supposed to tell everybody?
So, not disowning, but you might want to run for the hills if those are the comments always being made towards you. Because it's like the person, you just aren't seeing eye to eye on it, and it's kind of like one of those things that eventually maybe you agree to disagree about, you just don't acknowledge or talk about it, or like Manda just kind of gave several examples of, little comments are made and the whole time it makes you feel
awful and sad and rejected.
Awful, sad, and rejected. So even though the family member doesn't directly say you're no longer a part of this family, you feel like you're no longer a part of this family. And you have to hide who you are, and you put on a mask every day to try to be who they want you to be. So that's another way. And then you have people who just embrace you and love you no matter what and say, okay, that's cool. Don't skip a beat. Doesn't even faze them. And they just want to give you the respect that you deserve, the love that you deserve. And that's all there is to it. Regardless of how the people in your life respond to the news that you're LGBTQ plus, you can still create a family of choice. It's very important to have people in your corner that you feel lift you up and not tear you down. And what are some words of encouragement that you would give someone, Manda, who is trying to kind of set some boundaries or like create their own family? What would you, some words of wisdom?
Don't let them tell you that you're not going to make it, that you'll be back in a few months because you can't live without them. And on the thing of like building a family, I don't think someone will walk up like, well, I'm going to make my own family and then go searching for someone that wants, more family. Honestly, it comes naturally. It's like the people around you, like your friends, they'll embrace you in such a time of need. And they'll build you up and you'll realize that's the family you want. Mm-hmm. And it is your family.
That's good. I think my advice would be like seek it out. We get hung up on what we know, and that can keep us trapped sometimes. And so creating a family of choice means that you have to step outside of your comfort zone and find groups. There are tons of groups out there on social media now that advocate for the LGBTQ plus community, that create environments where there is so much love and support, and they become a form of family. And it's really awesome. But you have to seek it and you have to do something. So that's my words of encouragement and advice to you if you are kind of in that process where you don't really feel the love that you need and that you deserve. So that's all I got to say about family of choice. You got anything else you want to say about family of choice?
I'm happy you're my family.
Oh, my little baby. All right, that's it. As always, like, share, comment, subscribe, all the things. Over and out.